stop scrolling right now, because what I'm about to reveal isn't just another dating tip. It's the one subtle, irresistible sign that a man secretly wants you, and he can't even hide it, no matter how hard he tries. Here's the thing: men are wired to try and play it cool. They'll joke, tease, or act unbothered, but there's always a little crack in the mask, a tiny move, a fleeting glance, a subtle energy that gives him away, and the moment you notice it, everything changes. You'll see that he isn't just interested, he's magnetically drawn to you in a way that makes him restless, distracted, and a little desperate to be near you. Imagine this: you walk into the room and suddenly his focus sharpens, his eyes find yours in a way that lingers just long enough to make your heart skip. He leans in slightly, brushes against you accidentally, on purpose, or laughs a little louder at your jokes. There's a warmth, a tension in the air, something electric that makes you aware of him in a way that's exciting, intoxicating, almost addictive. Ladies, here's the truth you need to know: desire isn't about perfect timing, grand gestures, or constant messages. It's in the way he responds to your presence. It's the subtle ways his body reacts, the way his attention locks on you, and the energy that hums quietly but unmistakably between you two. And this sign, once you notice it, you'll feel powerful, confident, and completely in tune with his desire. You'll see his longing in a glance, his curiosity in his touch, and his attraction in every subtle move he makes, even when he's trying to act like it's just friendly. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to read it, and how to feel that irresistible magnetic pull he has for you without him saying a single word. Let's start with the most powerful and often overlooked sign that a man is secretly craving you: his eyes. Not just any glance, but the kind of eye contact that makes your stomach flutter, your pulse quicken, and your mind suddenly hyper aware of him. You know the type, the lingering look that feels like he's trying to communicate something without saying a word. Here's the secret: when a man is genuinely attracted to you, his eyes betray him. He can try to act cool, look away, or pretend he's not paying attention, but his gaze keeps finding you. It's instinctive. You'll catch him looking at you from across the room, maybe even for a split second longer than normal, and it will make you wonder, is he really noticing me like this? The answer is yes. Every subtle movement of his eyes is a clue, an unspoken signal of desire, but it's not just about noticing you. It's about the intensity behind that glance. When a man is secretly drawn to you, his pupils may dilate slightly, tiny, almost imperceptible, but it's a biological reaction to attraction. His focus sharpens, and suddenly you're the center of his attention, whether he admits it or not. He notices everything: the way you laugh, the curve of your smile, the way your hair catches the light. And here's what's fascinating: even if he's trying to act casual, his eyes will linger almost unconsciously, as if he's memorizing every detail about you. Now, ladies, I want you to pay attention to this: the difference between friendly eye contact and desire. Driven eye contact is subtle but undeniable. Friendly eye contact is brief, polite, and often paired with a smile or nod. Desire-driven eye contact, it's deeper, it holds a little longer. It's loaded with unspoken questions, curiosity, and longing. It's the kind of look that makes you feel seen, not just noticed, but truly seen. And there's a magnetic energy that comes with it. Here's a tip: notice how he reacts when your eyes meet. Does he look away quickly, embarrassed, or shy, only to glance back? That's a classic sign of hidden attraction. Does he hold your gaze and smile subtly, as if he's silently saying, "I can't get enough of you"? That's a powerful indicator that he's thinking about you more than he's letting on. And here's why this works so well. Attraction isn't just about words, it's about energy. A man's eyes can communicate more than any text message, compliment, or flirtatious comment ever could. Tell you what's in his mind, what's in his heart, and yes, what he secretly wants, but might be too nervous or polite to say. So the next time you're with him, pay attention. Watch his eyes. Notice the moments he lingers, the glances he sneaks when he thinks you're not looking, and the way his focus shifts towards you. These subtle cues are pure desire in action, and they're the kind of magnetic signals that can make a man completely obsessed with your presence without him ever saying a word. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful signs a man secretly wants you touch. And I'm not talking about grand, over-the-top gestures. I'm talking about the subtle, almost accidental touches that make your heart skip a beat and send tiny shivers down your spine. These are the touches that reveal desire without a single word. Think about it for a second. When a man is drawn to you, he's constantly looking for excuses to be physically closer, even in small ways. It could be brushing your hand while reaching for something, a gentle touch on your arm during a laugh, or leaning a little too close when talking. These tiny moments are full of intention, even if he tries to mask it as casual. Here's the thing. A man who is truly attracted to you doesn't always want to make it obvious. He might worry about being too forward, or he may simply enjoy the teasing tension. But those small touches, they're loaded with meaning. Each one is a silent signal, a magnetic pull that tells you, I notice you, I'm drawn to you, I want to be closer. Pay attention to how the touches feel. Friendly touches are light, quick, and polite. They're the kind you barely notice. Desire-driven touches linger just a little longer. They have warmth. They create a subtle, almost electric connection that makes you acutely aware of him. Maybe his hand lingers on your shoulder a heartbeat too long, or his finger brushes yours under the table, seemingly by accident. That's not a coincidence. It's desire speaking through his body. Another clue, the frequency of his touches. If he keeps finding ways to touch you throughout your time together, even in passing, it's a clear sign he's drawn to you. Men who aren't interested don't seek physical closeness, they keep their distance. But when he's secretly craving you, touch becomes a way to communicate what words can't. And here's something really interesting. Touches have power beyond attraction. They create tension. That tension is exciting, flirty, and deeply seductive. It makes your mind notice him in ways that feel almost magnetic. It's playful, teasing, and yes, it keeps you thinking about him long after the moment has passed. Ladies, here's the key. Subtle touches are one of the strongest, sexiest signals of desire. They're intimate, personal, and impossible to fake. If you notice him brushing against you, finding reasons to be close, or lingering in a way that feels electric, pay attention. He's not just being friendly, he's showing you in the most human and irresistible way that he wants you. So next time you're with him, observe the touches. Notice how they make you feel. Pay attention to the lingering, the brushing, the playful closeness. These moments are golden. They're his secret language of desire. And once you start noticing them, you'll understand exactly how much he's craving you. Now, let's move on to a sign that often goes unnoticed, but is one of the clearest indicators that a man secretly wants you the way he remembers the little things about you. And I'm talking about the tiny details, the things you might have mentioned once in passing, the small quirks, preferences, or stories you didn't think he would notice. Here's the truth. When a man is truly attracted to a woman, he pays attention. He listens, not just to respond, but to remember. Every word you say is stored somewhere in his mind. That moment you casually mention your favorite dessert, or how much you love a certain song, or even a funny childhood memory, he notices it and he remembers it. Why does this matter? Because remembering the little things is a sign that he's thinking about you when you're not around. It shows that you're on his mind, not just as a person, but in a way that makes him feel drawn to you. It's the mental version of those subtle touches we talked about earlier, the non-verbal way his desire shows itself. Here's what to look for. When you see him again, does he bring up something you mentioned weeks ago, as if he's been storing it carefully in his mind? Maybe he surprises you with your favorite coffee, or he teases you about that joke you told last time, or perhaps he recalls a small detail from a conversation that seems so specific you wonder, how did he remember that? That's a man who's invested in you mentally, and trust me, mental attraction is just as powerful as physical. And here's the seductive part. Remembering little things makes a man feel closer to you without him even realizing it. Every time he brings up something personal, it creates a subtle bond, a connection that pulls you in. It's intimate, it's flirty, it's a way of saying, you matter to me and I'm paying attention without ever having to say it aloud. Ladies, pay attention to the patterns. It's not just about the occasional memory, it's about consistency. A man who secretly wants you will constantly recall things you've shared, no matter how small or seemingly unimportant. That shows his mind is actively engaged with you, imagining moments, replaying conversations, and thinking about ways to connect with you again. And here's a little secret: the more he remembers, the more he's subconsciously communicating desire. Every small recollection is a thread pulling you closer, creating attraction and tension at the same time. It's intimate, it's magnetic, and it's undeniably seductive. So next time you notice him remembering something small about you, take a moment to feel it. Notice the attention, the care, and the subtle longing behind it. That's desire in action. That's a man who isn't just interested in passing time with you. He's secretly craving your presence, thinking about you in ways he might not even fully understand himself. Remember, ladies, the little things aren't little at all. They're the breadcrumbs of desire, leading to a connection that's deep, magnetic, and impossible to ignore. Now, let's talk about a sign that's incredibly subtle but deeply telling his protective instincts. And I'm not just talking about dramatic superhero gestures, rushing to your rescue in some obvious way. I'm talking about the little, almost instinctive ways a man shows he cares, quiet behaviors that reveal he wants you and can't help but look out for you. Here's the thing: when a man secretly desires a woman, he wants her to feel safe, but not in a controlling way. It's natural, instinctive, and deeply connected to attraction. He becomes alert to anything that could make you uncomfortable, annoyed, or stressed. Maybe he subtly moves to stand beside you in a crowded space, making sure you feel protected without drawing attention. Maybe he notices a situation that could bother you and steps in, offering a solution before you even ask. These actions are instinctive, effortless, and incredibly revealing. Protective behavior often comes paired with subtle desire. He wants to be close enough to notice when something's off. He leans in when he senses danger or even small discomforts because he can't help himself. There's a magnetic pull in it, almost like his body is saying, I want to be near you, I want to take care of you. And ladies, that pull, it's sexy, it's intimate, it's an unconscious way of expressing attraction that goes beyond words. Another key detail: the protective instincts show up even in everyday moments. Does he check in to make sure you got home safely after a late night? Does he hold the door for you or subtly walk on the side closer to the street when you're walking together? Does he pay attention to your comfort before his own? These aren't random acts. They're signs of subconscious desire, showing that he values your safety and presence in a way that goes beyond friendship. Here's something important to notice: protective behavior is consistent. It's not just a one-time thing to impress you. If he repeatedly makes small efforts to look out for you, it's because he genuinely cares and is drawn to you. Men who are simply friendly don't go out of their way this way. They may offer help occasionally, but it's not instinctive, subtle, or tied to desire. And here's why this is so powerful. Protection communicates care, attention, value, all elements of attraction. It creates tension in the best way possible because it's subtle, it's nurturing, and it's intimate. When a man naturally wants to shield you from discomfort or potential harm, it shows his mind and body are fully engaged with you, and it's impossible not to notice. So, ladies, next time you're with him, pay attention to the moments he subtly protects you. Notice the small gestures, the way he instinctively positions himself, the times he steps in quietly when needed. These are not just acts of kindness, they're expressions of desire wrapped in care, and they make him absolutely irresistible. Remember, desire is not always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet, instinctive, protective gestures that speak the loudest. And when you recognize them, you'll see a man's hidden longing, his secret attraction, and the undeniable pull he feels towards you, even if he's trying to act like it's nothing. Now we've reached one of the most undeniable signs a man secretly wants you. The magnetic pull between the two of you, and I mean that invisible energy that you can literally feel the moment he's near. It's not something he says, it's not something he texts, it's something that exists in the space between you, a tension that makes your heart beat faster and your mind aware of him in a way that's almost addictive. Here's the truth: when a man desires a woman, he doesn't just notice her, he feels drawn to her. It's instinctive. You might catch yourself subtly leaning closer without realizing it, or suddenly aware of how much space he's taking up near you. There's a silent conversation happening in those moments, a playful, flirty, magnetic energy that can't be faked. This pull shows up in small but powerful ways. Maybe you notice that when he's around, conversations feel effortless yet charged with electricity. Maybe he laughs a little louder at your jokes, or his attention locks on you, making you feel like you're the only person in the room. That tension is seductive because it's natural, it's not forced, it's not calculated, it's a reflection of desire. Ladies, here's what to pay attention to too. It's in the moments when you feel drawn to him just as much as he's drawn to you. Maybe you catch yourself stealing glances, your body leaning toward him, or your thoughts drifting to him long after the conversation is over. That's the magnetic pull in action. Desire doesn't just live in his mind, it manifests between you, creating a connection that's intoxicating and impossible to ignore. And here's the secret: the magnetic pull intensifies with subtle touches, lingering eye contact, and protective instincts, the signs we've already talked about. All of these combined create an energy that is highly seductive, irresistible, and deeply engaging. You feel it, he feels it, and the more you notice it, the stronger it becomes, almost like gravity pulling you toward each other. So the next time you're with him, pay attention to this invisible current. Notice how your body reacts to his presence, how your mind drifts to him, and how effortless it is to connect. This pull is not just attraction, it's desire made tangible. It's a silent, magnetic signal that he wants you, wants your attention, and wants your energy close to his. Ladies, the beauty of this sign is that it's undeniable. No words, no gestures, no overthinking needed. You feel it, and once you start recognizing it, you'll understand just how much he's secretly craving you. Ladies, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to tie everything together. Today, we've uncovered the 5 irresistible signs that a man secretly wants you, the signs that go far beyond words, texts, or casual compliments. We started with eye contact that burns, the kind of lingering gaze that makes your heart skip a beat as you feel his desire without him saying a single word. Then we explored subtle touches, those almost accidental brushes that carry energy, tension, and undeniable attraction. Next, we uncovered the power of him remembering the little things, the small details about you that most people would forget, but he stores them carefully, showing that you're on his mind more than you realize. Then we talked about protective instincts, those instinctive gestures that show he cares about your comfort, your safety, and your presence in ways that are deeply intimate and incredibly seductive. And finally, we explored the magnetic pull between you, that invisible energy, that tension in the air, the silent but undeniable connection that makes being around him feel exciting, electric, and impossible to resist. Here's the thing: when you start noticing these signs, you're not just decoding his desire, you're stepping into your own power. You're becoming more aware of the subtle ways attraction works, more confident in your presence, and more in tune with the energy that naturally draws him to you. These signs are his hidden language of longing, and once you understand it, you'll never miss a man's secret desire again. So here's your next move: pay attention, trust your instincts, and embrace the power of subtle attraction. Notice the looks, the touches, the little details, the protective gestures, and the energy that hums between you. If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more tips on decoding desire and attraction. and comment below what's the one sign you've noticed that made you realize he was secretly into you. I want to hear your stories. Remember, ladies' desire lives in the details, in the small gestures, and in the invisible energy between two people. Once you see it, you can feel it, and you can use that understanding to create deeper, more magnetic connections than ever before.